Brought to you by Fastpitch TV and sponsored by SoftballJunk.com. Here's another show from the 2014 Women's College World Series.
Here with Oklahoma, to my right, head coach Patty Gasso and Lauren Chamberlain. We will begin with opening statement from Coach Gasso.
Well, I thought Jackie Trina threw very well, and I thought Alabama brought their bats and they swung it really well tonight, and they took advantage of opportunities that they had. I feel like we had a little uncharacteristic approach tonight. I know that we're a better offensive team. We hit a few balls hard. We had a couple opportunities. Shelby kind of got things started, so I felt like momentum was really on our side, and we were starting to go with some things, and then they answered like a good team does. They answered after that, and then in the fourth, when we kind of got them to create an error to allow us to score a run, they, like a good team does, answered back when that happened. So I credit them for, answering anything that we tried to put out there, but we didn't put anything out there. We're a better team than that. I think myself and the entire team is disappointed with our offensive approach tonight. I think, I guess the best way to say it is we were playing defense on offense, and we're better than that. I thought Erin Miller did a good job of finding her way on base. We expected that they would go around Lauren, and I thought Shelby swung the bat well tonight. But after that, we just didn't have much production. And against a team like Alabama, you got to have production. And so we just kind of had a talk in the locker room about a new approach in order to stay in this tournament. But I felt like we just didn't do a good job of competing with everything we had from the start of the game to the finish. There were signs, but it just wasn't enough, not against a team like that. So just got to regroup and come back and fight.
Thanks, Coach. Please remember to state your name and affiliation when you ask your question. We'll open the floor for questions now.
Patty, James Hale, Sports Talk 1400 The Ref and OUinsider.com. Could you talk about Stevens' performance tonight in the circle?
I thought Kelsey started very strong, and I thought she threw some really good pitches. And some of the pitches that she threw that got hit hard looked like they were pretty good pitches. So for her first outing, I know she gave up some big runs, and that's unfortunate, but I thought that for her first outing, she was okay. I thought she competed. And what I really love is what Penley did coming in to help close the game and try to keep us in the game. But we can't give up the bombs like that. You just can't. I mean, that's part of it. You got to keep the ball in the yard. But she competed tonight. I felt that for sure.
Coach, back here on the Colin Deaver, KSW and Lawton. This is for both of you guys. You mentioned that you thought you were a little defensive at the plate. Is it hard to not be defensive when Trina is pitching as well as she is, and you're kind of mowing you down with 9 strikeouts?
We had a plan and it just didn't get executed, so I think it wasn't. We were defensive, but we knew what we had to do. It just wasn't clicking.
Tommy Dees, Tuscaloosa News. Kind of following up on that, Trina threw about 50% strikes, which is not the kind of numbers you usually see in a one-hitter with that many strikeouts. Is that part of what might have kept you off balance?
Was the fact that
she threw about 50% strikes.
Mm-hmm. Well, part of it is that I don't think we did a very good job of swinging at strikes, that we started chasing things out of the zone. But a good pitcher can deceive you that way, and that's what she's very good at.
Patty, back here. RJ Young, CenterScoop.com. Top of the fourth, you got Callie and Aaron on first and second there, and Callie takes a big lead and kind of stops. Was that a called play? And I know you got some help with the errors, but was she supposed to go or was she supposed to stop?
I don't know what she was supposed to do, but it worked.
Lauren, you guys have been an outstanding hitting team for the last 2 years. James Hale, by the way, Sports Talk 14 under the ref. Now, in this game, as you pointed out, you weren't as aggressive as you wanted to be. So your approach on Saturday, what will you guys do to regroup and come back on Saturday?
We have a plan for each pitcher we face, and keyword clutch, just clutching up, and I think finding a way. I think we kind of just got late in the game, and we're like, hey, it's gonna come, but it's go time from here on out, and every team's good here, so I don't think you can take a pitch off while you're in the World Series, and that proved tonight. So.
Patty Beck here, Nate Faking, KFOR TV. Alabama's coach is saying that he'd rather not play a team he's faced already. You guys play Lafayette again. Does that help, you feel like, knowing their opponent already?
I feel the opposite. I want to play a team that we know, especially a team that we didn't have success against, because I think anytime you get a chance to rebound from that, I think we're a completely different team than what Lafayette saw back in March. So I know this team is excited to play them. I think we're both familiar with each other, but again, we're different, and I think that will help us.
Joe Bettner, Fansided. Coach Gasso, could you describe the effort of Shelby Penley, just the way she flipped over a dugout, was going after balls all night? Could you describe her effort and her competitiveness?
I think that's the word. She's just a competitor. And the fact that she can play a great third base, I can bring her into pitch, she can keep us in the game by just coming in relief. She hits a first inning home run, hits the ball. She's just a complete player. She can run well. She's just a complete player. It's been really enjoyable watching her get better, and she loves to get better and loves to work and loves to train, and she loves that opportunity to compete. So she's one of the better ones I've seen in a long time.
Anything else?
Patty, you've been in the hole you're in before, and you can speak to how hard it is to dig out. So what kind of work do you have ahead of you?
Well, completely different approach, and I think a day off right now is good for us to just kind of gather it up. Right now, this team would want to get back on the field right now and try to make it right. We need to take some time to gather this together and have a better fight. I need leaders, upperclassmen, those who have been here before, to step forward and lead the way through example. I need a hunger, I need a passion. If those things come, we're going to do well. We'll have success. But we need to bring that from the start to the finish. You can't take a pitch off. We took too many pitches off tonight. We cannot take a pitch off. You cannot do that. Not at this venue, not at this level. You cannot take a break. You have to continue throughout. You can't step up in the 7th inning when you're down by 4 and decide you want to get into the game. You just can't. That doesn't make sense. So I'm trusting you're going to see a team that's going to look different, that's going to fight, that's going to put it out on the field, just like we did this last weekend with Tennessee in order to get us here. That's the kind of style and approach we need to take.
Anything else? All right. Thank you.
Looking for a softball bat? Do you want to save $30? SoftballJunk.com is offering an additional $30 discount on all regular price bats on the website. That's right, $30 discount. Just text the word Fastpitch to 555-888 and Gary will send you a discount code good for $30 off your next softball bat at SoftballJunk.com. FYI, that code's also good at the Arlington, Texas store. This show is a member of the Fastpitch TV network. See all of our shows and blogs at www.fastpitch.tv.